Hey guys, Mike here. So today's cult classic review is 1994's Natural Born Killers, starring Woody Harrelson as Mickey Knox and Juliette Lewis as Mallory Knox. In Natural Born Killers, two victims of childhood abuse become lovers, get married, and go on a mass murdering spree across America, which wrongly gets romanticized by the public. And so we have Natural Born Killers. So guys, this is another movie in this series that before watching and reviewing it today, I had not seen it before. And though I knew of this movie's existence, I didn't really know whether people held it in such high regard or not. But for the fact this movie made it into the cult classic list, I guess people quite like this one. So, what did I think of Natural Born Killers? Well, first off, I gotta say that the performances are excellent in this. I really like Woody Harrelson as an actor, though for the most part, he does end up playing the same kind of character in most everything that he's in. That character pretty much just being Woody Harrelson. Though I still really like him as an actor, you can't deny the fact that he is more or less the same in everything that he's in. Though I imagine for people watching this, it was such a jarring experience seeing him go from Cheers to mass murderer. Though myself, I haven't seen him in Cheers, so I can't possibly imagine what it was like. Though someone who sort of surprised me with how good they were in this was Robert Downey Jr. Now, I've known for ages that Robert Downey Jr. is an excellent actor. Iron Man pretty much goes to show that, and his performance in Tropic Thunder as well. Though this performance was pre his breakdown, so this is back when he was a bit more experimental and a bit more wild with his performances. And this performance definitely shows that, and it just really makes me want to see another wild and crazy and outlandish Robert Downey Jr. performance. Not that one. And I just love the fact of how Natural Born Killers fits in so many different genres and makes them really work into one narrative. Like the sitcom scene, for example. They're doing this whole thing where they try and set up like as a wholesome family sitcom, but what they're saying is pretty much horrible and gruesome, and they still have the laughing track behind them. It really reminded me of that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they did the same thing. Obviously, this did it first, but still it reminded me of that episode as well. And though it may seem out of place, it was still an excellent way to kind of set this over-the-top and jarring world they're trying to create. And there are other times where they have loads of different flashing imagery or different kinds of animation that really kind of make you think what's going on or what's going to happen next. And this is definitely a strength for the movie, but at the same time, I think it's its greatest weakness. And it's the thing that almost made me turn this film off. Because while these effects are creative, and they add a bit more of a surreal theme to the whole film, they can at times be just too much in your face, and some of them I just thought were just completely unnecessary. At first, when they're doing the constant switch between colour and black and white, I thought the black and white scenes were just what the characters saw, but when I realised that wasn't the case, it just seemed like they were putting it in just for the sake of having a bit of a different shift in colour. Or basically moments where they lit the whole scene green, or scenes where they have the camera just obscured slightly. And it just kind of made me keep saying, movie, you've got my attention, I love these characters, I love this story, why are you trying to make me lose interest? But honestly, I think where the movie really shines is in the prison. Because for one reason, we get to see a Tommy Lee Jones before it looks like he gave up. But at the same time, this is where Woody Harrelson's character shines. This is obviously where we meet Robert Downey Jr., and I've already made my thoughts on him. But this is where Woody Harrelson really shines, because he makes a lot of interesting comments about society and people as a whole, and he kind of says how he's not really different from anyone else and basically everyone's just like him. And in a sadistic, psychopathic kind of way, he does make quite a lot of interesting points. And then the prison riot ensues, and that's where a lot more of the creative filming techniques really come in handy, because they really help to emphasize the violence and horror of this whole situation, and it was just a brilliantly executed scene. So guys, would I consider Natural Born Killers a personal cult classic, and would I recommend that you guys should see it? Honestly, I really liked Natural Born Killers, though it was almost losing me with too many flashy effects. I can forgive all that for the great performances, great script, and just overall really well done story. And I would definitely put this as one of my favourite movies in this cult classic series, though I probably wouldn't put this as a personal cult classic, partly because of too many flashy effects, but also because I just wouldn't necessarily put this as a personal favourite. But as for whether or not you guys should see it, I would definitely recommend that you guys should check this one out. Like I said, if you can get past some of the more in-your-face effects, then I think you'll have a really good time with this one, because everyone gives a really good performance in this, and it's just a really interesting, violent flick. Okay guys, that's my cult classic review of Natural Born Killers. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Whatever you think, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, I've been Michael. See ya!